begin today with our Community Corner. This is where we highlight local organizations and events doing good. The Idaho Arthritis Awareness Walk certainly is one of those organizations, and the walk is happening this month. It brings the community together to support those living with arthritis and other autoimmune diseases. Joining us today, our president and founder, Tony Holliday. So great to have you here, Tony.
Good morning, Melissa. Thank you. It's nice to be here.
All right, very important walk and a really important topic. I want to know what inspired you to start the Idaho Arthritis Awareness Walk, and how has it actually grown over the past years?
Well, I got my inspiration when I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis about 19 years ago. I didn't even know what rheumatoid arthritis was.
Yeah.
And when it was kind of described to me, all I could picture myself was being pushed around in a wheelchair by my wife for the rest of my life, and that didn't sit well with me. There was no support groups. I kind of had to look around and do things on my own. And in case you're wondering, arthritis is very hard to deal with. Imagine going through life without being able to pick your child or grandchild up, not being able to hold the hands of a loved one because your hands hurt so bad, not wanting to go out into a restaurant because your hands are so gnarled you can't cut your own food. I'm one who likes to work in a garden, and I couldn't get down on my hands and knees and plant bulbs so I could watch the miracle of spring, let alone cut flowers. Couldn't tie a lure onto a line. So it just messes with your life completely, and it's very hard to get over with. So
yeah, I can only imagine how devastating it must have felt at the time when you were diagnosed, and then to realize that the lack of support is out there to truly understand what you're navigating and what you're going through. So did that kind of put a fire in your belly, if you will, to kind of start this?
That put a fire under my belly. Looking around, it took me about 3 years to convince my Dr. Legwinski at Idaho Arthritis Center to help me start the walk. And he got on board with that, and then St. Luke's got on board with us also. And so the walk was started about 12 years ago. And we've reached out to quite a few people. It's just been great to see how it's grown. We had maybe 2 vendors the first year. We're up to about 12 vendors now from the pharmaceutical companies, and have anywhere between 300 to 400 people show up at the walk every year, and we raise the money that way. With the money, I buy gym memberships for people, orthopedic shoes, inserts, so people can get a better quality of life.
I love that. Okay, because like you had mentioned, you painted that picture in the beginning of our conversation about just what it feels like and how it really impedes on the quality of your life, right? To do the things that you love. I want to say simple things, but they are incredibly important things that bring us joy, right? That majority of people just take for granted. Like you said, picking up your grandchild, right? But that was 19 years ago. Tell us how have you been able to thrive through this diagnosis? Because it's an autoimmune disease. I don't think a lot of people stop to realize that and what that looks like. So you look like you're thriving, Tony.
Well, the easiest way I could describe the pain of arthritis is, you know how you feel when you get the flu? Yeah. Take that ache, put it into every joint in your body, magnify it about 6 times, and that's without a flare-up. And that's there 24/7. So I started walking, just a few steps.
Movement is medicine.
Yep. Our slogan for the walk is move it or lose it.
Move it or lose it. So true with so many things too, right?
So I was able just to walk a few steps, but I just kept grinning and bearing it and just kept moving and moving. And I walk about 100 miles a month now.
Awesome. So good for you.
I have 2 German Shepherds. I should say they walk me. But
there you go, right? Good for you, Tony. That is marvelous. And what a great role model you've been, too. You know, it's an autoimmune disease, but it's not the only autoimmune disease. There are many autoimmune diseases that I think a lot of people probably feel like they're stopped in their tracks with. So it's so amazing to see individuals like yourself rise above, realize this is an opportunity to help others as well as yourself, and create that awareness, create a community, and create support, and realize it's not the end of something, it's actually the beginning of something else, right?
Correct.
All right, so how can we get those watching involved? You had mentioned, 12 years in now, you've got some great companies leaning in. People can probably also help as well, right? Donations are always beneficial. There might be events coming up where you need volunteers, but most importantly, you want people to come out and walk.
Correct.
So where can people go so they can learn more and they can also sign up and participate in this walk?
idaho-arthritiswalk.com.
Okay.
Or idahoarthritis@gmail.com. Send us an email.
Okay.
We are looking for volunteers. We are looking for sponsors also. What we we're looking for gift certificates or gift baskets because we have a silent auction, and that's how we raise the majority of our money.
Okay.
So if anybody would like to donate any of those items, that would be greatly appreciated.
Wonderful, Tony. Again, when and where's the walk?
August 23rd, Kleiner Park.
August 23rd.
Registration starts at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And if anybody wants to show up earlier than that, we need help setting things up.
Okay, all right. So you can come for the walk, you can come a little bit early, help set up, and also participate in the walk as well. Tony mentioned that's where you want to go for all your information right there at the bottom of the screen. Tony, thank you, sir, so much. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, stick around. More to come here on Idaho-today right after the break, including we're going to be giving you some better skills when it comes to leadership in your day-to-day. We'll explain coming up next.